Hello everybody, my name is Alan from Sauber-Lab and today will be another video about Docker. In this video specifically we're gonna show the application called HomePage. Exactly, HomePage, and that's as the name say, it's made to you create your interactive homepage. Really similar for the others application, but each application will have a little bit different visual, a different way to set up and other things. So in this way we're gonna go step by step how you can install this application, how you can set up, and that if you like you can start to use it instead of others applications that will do similar job, only with a different view or different way to set up. So if you like this idea and want to learn a little bit more about it, we're gonna show in this video, but first of all, don't forget to leave your like, consider subscribe for the channel if you're not subscribed, and let's understand a little bit more about it. Before we start to do any installation, we need to check if this application will work for us. So what we need to do, we need to come here on our screen, and that I will explain a little bit more about HomePage. So HomePage, it's the page for the HomePage, and here they say that it's simple and all the configuration will be based on the YML. And you have over 100 integrations, and that this is the view for this application. And here you can have different applications with different APIs, and you can create different groups. So what we need to do, before we come here to install, we need to check if the application that you're going to need to create the homepage, it's here available. So if I come here in widget, they will show all the widgets available, and here will be a list of all the widgets. And if you want to understand how it's work, you need to put the name of the application, the icon for the application, the website for access it, a previous description, the server, in the case is Plex, so they will ask the IP address plus port 3400 or something like it, and all the configuration for the Plex in order for you to have your API configuration. And pretty much will look like exactly the same. And here will be all the applications, so if you go Homebox, they will give some information, and here will be the information after the widgets to have the API configuration. If I go for Octoprint, they will give the same information. If I go for Plex, they will give that base information for Plex. And if I come for, let's say, Sonar, they will give this information for Sonar. So if you have all the application that you need here, and then we need to start to do the installation. To do the installation, it's super easy. If you come here in part of installation, now we have a few options of installation. First one will be Docker, Kubernetes, building source, and Unraid. Because I like to use Docker, so we're going to install directly in Docker, and here they will give directly Docker Compose, what we normally would like to use, because it's simple, easy to use, and you don't need to stress yourself. You can run here as a Docker run if you like, but because I already have my Portainer installed, and I use all stacks, so it's easy for me. What I need to do, I need to copy this stack, principally this one, and then I can go for do the installation. If I open here, it's already my stack already pre-created, only to save a little bit of time, and here is the stack name as a homepage. What I modify? I modify the POID and PGID in the part of environmental. This one is to guarantee that that specific folder or the volume that I will create have permission for that user to edit it. So in this way, he will be able to modify the information and the application basically will work. Other thing that's interesting, if I come here in the port, I needed to change this port because I already have another application that uses exactly the same port. To avoid any issue, I already created the port 3005 and I'm using this port. Other thing, I already created my volume because I use a Synology NAS, so I need to be volume 1, Docker, and the home page. And here will be all the configuration. And after this one, what I can do, I can come here and create a stack. Because I already created my stack before and I only deleted the container, now I can click Update Stack. To create this container will be really easy, but it will take some minutes until they start this container and to be healthy. So we need to wait, and sometimes we need to refresh the page to make sure that it's already healthy. Once that appear healthy, now we can open the port that we edit and that we can have access for this application. To do it, we're gonna use the port 3005 and I click here, and now my application will be load. First time will take a little bit longer because they look for all the information, and now I have this page. This one's empty, because I didn't start to add all the information that I want. So if I come here, here will be my CPU, my amount of RAM memory, amount of storage available, and here is the search bar. What is as a standard they use DuckDuckGo, but you can modify it if you look for the part of configuration. And here we'll have all the groups. I can open the groups, I can minimize the groups, and I can make as much information that I want. But if you look here, I cannot modify anything. I don't have any bar to modify it. Why? As I told, all the configuration needs to be done in the service. So how I can find the service? Simple. If I open that volume that I create, in this case I already have here, and I refresh this page, now I have all those configurations. Here you can modify your bookmarks, here you can have all the Docker configuration, service settings, widget, and now I will modify the service. If I click twice, they will open Notepad. Don't use it. You can see that you don't know exactly what's the alignment, and it will be really difficult for you to edit and make sure that everything's working. If I open the same service using Notepad++, now I know the alignment. So if I look, this is my first group, and that's have a space, the second alignment, what will be the applications, and under this one will be the configuration. So first thing, let's create here as media, change a little bit, name the group, let's get media 2, and I can create more groups. In my case, I want only to have these 2 groups. My first service, now I will modify the service, and as I told, everything will be kind of similar. So what we can do, I can already copy water tape here. So in the same line will be the service called Sonar, the icon will be Sonar, and that this will be the page. Let's say that I don't have this sonar.host, I will use my website, I will put Sauber-Lab.com, and this application is to manage a series. The type of the application will be Sonar. Here will be exactly the same information. If I wanted to have only internal access, I can modify it for, let's say, 192.168.1.251, 2 dots, I think that's 7878 for Sonar, and here will be the IP that I can open directly my Sonar. Because at the moment Sonar is not running my computer, I cannot open this IP for show you, but basically you only go to configuration and open this IP. Now let's go for the second media. I will use exactly the same configuration, but now I want to install Hadar. So I'll put here, the name of the application will be Hadar. The icon that will be Hadar. The site will be not anymore Sonar, will be Hadar. It's not for TV show, will be for movies. And here will be 8989 if maybe I confuse it, but should be 8989. So it will be Hadar, and here will update the IP keys. Once that I save here, and I come back for my application, they already reload it, and will show all the information that I have. Because I don't have any valid IP, they will say error, and if I try to click, they will say, sorry, you cannot access this specific IP. I do understand it, because I'm not running Hadar at this stage, so I'll not be able to get this information. But I still have this group tree that I don't like it. So I can come here back in my service and remove completely this group tree, only to make a half page. And now if I save it again, come here, now I have 2 pages. Suppose that I want to have this one under the Sonar. So I can only copy this information, come here, space, oops, and I can paste the same information, save here, and now we'll have another copy under this information. If I want to make more groups, I can create more groups, I can make more applications, and I can edit the way that I want. Okay, it's not so easy to edit as you use on Handout or this application that only you can modify it in the web browser, but at least this one, it's a little bit different and give more flexibility for you. So in this way, we arrive in the end of this video. I try to explain a little bit more about this homepage, how you can configure it, but of course, all time you need to go and refer for the widgets that you want, you need to look for the configurations, and that will have all the information for you. If you wanted to copy the information that I use for Sonar, basically you come here in service widgets and you have the template that you use. I use exactly the same Sonar, but you can use anything that you want, only modify a little bit for your needs. So in this way, We arrive at the end of the video. If you guys like this video and think that was interesting, please don't forget to leave a like. Consider subscribe for the channel if you're not subscribed, and see you next time.